A long-awaited showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks. EA Sports College Football Quiz Travel, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Razorbacks will kick this away to start us off. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. And looking to throw now on first down. That's caught. It's Thorne. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up first down at the 33.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
On first and 10, looking to throw. On the move now. The receiver makes the catch. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
I would argue he's one of the more talented quarterbacks that we've seen the entire year covering college football. He can throw the deep ball. He can throw that touch pass and that intermediate throw. He can also show you he can make plays by buying time with his legs. Guy is the total package, and he's making his defense pay right now.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And 6 more points to the total. Well, that is a dream start for the offense. What an opening possession.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here in midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
On third down, he drops to throw. To dart to the left side. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks will have to punt this one away. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. And a fair catch made right on the midfield stripe. Texas A&M offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
And I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies, as they put 6 more on the board. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas A&M 14, Arkansas 0.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll hand it off. Breaks into open space. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Boy, the speed of this back is impressive today for Arkansas. And they've had some big-time backs that have played in Fayetteville. Darren McFadden, one of my favorite players that I ever saw play in the SEC. Felix Jones with speed on the outside. And today, this guy's showing what he can do.
They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He lets it go. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quick throw over the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And the Razorbacks bring their punt team onto the field.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The special teams produce a score. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? He'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up a first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. There's contact on the throw. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. The Razorbacks looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
414 satellite. 414 satellite. Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
1st and goal. Handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Excellent catch, but he doesn't get a foot down inbounds. So second down coming up. You old-timers out there will know that Arkansas and Texas A&M go way back, rivalry in the Southwest Conference. Then they went their separate ways. And now, since reuniting in the SEC, this old rivalry has produced some really kind of hot-blooded, sparked-up matchups.
Yeah, and games like this are kind of time capsules, sort of, for the history of college football. And maybe these games haven't been precursors for the national championship or even conference championships, but the longevity of these rivalries make this so much fun to watch.
They'll try to run for the first down. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Misses the receiver, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Thorne.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it in the open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to throw again. Working for the tight end, and it's caught. And he's shoved out of bounds for the defense short of the first down marker. Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. Come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's 3rd down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. And now it's 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
Touchdown, Aggies. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
Returner decides to field it. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Quarterback changing the play now at the line.
Okay, break. Ready, go.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Extending the play now. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. And the Razorbacks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. What a catch! They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's looking to scramble. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
And it's good right down the middle. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the second half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Pressure is coming. And that pass ball is incomplete. Kirk, all these players aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment in this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in an Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players, but I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays, that try to have that moment, I think that can...
Here he goes. Inside the 2. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
They make the extra point and trail now 28-10. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Losing so many yards on the first play of a drive like this off of a scramble really turns second down into a salvage down. You set out to get enough yardage back to make third down possibly manageable.
Will look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking to chuck it again. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete in the very back of the end zone.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today. And he's not done yet.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll try a pass here. But he finds his tight end for the catch. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the route is on. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Razorbacks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Nowhere to run up the middle. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick catch. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
It's a deep shot to the right. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The point after makes it a 35-17 deficit. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. Makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They are pouring it on now. They're setting out to try the PAT. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
First play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And the first play of this drive is a big sack for this defense. These are exactly the kind of plays that can kill a drive before you even get to third down. You cannot allow a big sack to start a drive like this.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Powers through. They'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Now, a 4th down.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Defense is coming after him. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Receiver makes the grab, and he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Has a path to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Extra point knocked right down the middle.
49, Arkansas, 17.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Game moves the ball to the 43. 1st down coming up. Ball handed to the running back. He picks up the first, looking for more. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done such a good job of eliminating him from being a factor in the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead. He finally makes an appearance for his first catch.
Turns it loose downfield. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Got it? Okay.
And he drops back in the gun. Going for his running back. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. And the Razorbacks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it again. Touchdown, Arkansas. This passing game is still on fire.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
Point after, knocked right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking deep to the right side. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
There's the interception. Man, this defense could have used that a lot earlier, but a chance here for the offense now to get some late consolation points.
Back in motion now. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Looking deep downfield to the left. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. First down. First down, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, what a job here by this defense, mixing up their looks. They get to him again, hit him as releasing the ball. Just a rough night for the poor quarterback, and a great job by the defense of winning the line of scrimmage and affecting the quarterback.
He makes the grab. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. The Razorbacks hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's picked off in the end zone. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Pass caught. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Aggies. They finish off the scoring drive.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
56, Arkansas, 24.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. The time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game. And the Razorbacks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? From the shotgun, drops back. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
This guy's throwing for yards every single time he drops back to throw. Believe it or not, he's closing in on almost 450 yards passing in this game.
He lets it rip. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made after a big gain. Will be first and goal at the 7.
Where these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Looking for a receiver. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Well, it's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Arkansas, 31.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. He's looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. They knew they're going to need clutch plays like that, Kirk. This is a battle we expected to come down to the final minutes. It looks like the higher-ranked team's going to dodge the upset and move on.
Yeah, good for them to be able to close this game out. They played very, very well and very deserving. For the loser in this game, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. Try to get yourself in position to still make a run at the end of the year.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. He fires downfield. Oh, what a grab. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
63, Arkansas, 31.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Football comes out. The offense has it and still going. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.